And you cannot claim moral superiority when your hands are soiled with the tears of mothers, the screams of children, and the silence of dead men. Mr. Speaker, Pakistan has suffered from terrorism, foreign-sponsored, ideologically driven, and brutally indiscriminate. We have buried our soldiers and our school children. We have stood alone, bleeding, while the world averted its gaze. We have fought the menace not only with arms, but with ideas, with education, with economic reform, and with unity. And so, I say this to India and the world. Terrorism cannot be defeated by tanks alone. It must be defeated by justice. Terrorism cannot be uprooted by bullets. It must be disarmed by hope. And terrorism cannot be eliminated by demonizing nations. It must be defeated by addressing the grievances that give it birth. Do you wish to end the violence in Kashmir? Then let the people speak. Let there be a plebiscite, not persecution. Let there be ballots, not bulldozers. Let there be autonomy, not annexation. That is the only path to peace. No lie, no bullet, no ban will bury the truth. Kashmir is not India's territory. It is a promise broken, a wound festering, and a people waiting. India expects 200 million people of Pakistan to account for the actions of terrorists they are still unable to name, while India has yet to account for Kulbhushan Yadav, whose name and rank within India's armed forces is on the record. India's accusations that Pakistan is involved in terrorism is stale, based on history, not on ground realities, based on fiction, not on fact. India has become the boy that cries wolf in South Asia, Mr. Speaker. Pakistan has proven India's involvement in terror, not only through proxies, but through their armed forces, not just on our soil, but India's hands are stained with blood from Sri Lanka to Canada and beyond. India must abandon terrorism as a tool of its foreign policy. In order to free this region from terror, India and Pakistan must work together, or else we are dooming future generations to suffer this menace. The Prime Minister's challenge to India for an impartial investigation is a start. Why would a true victim of terrorism shy away from accountability? Unless they are worried that the world will see that the real blame for the bloodshed in Kashmir lies in Delhi and not in Islamabad. Mr. Speaker, India's suspension of the Indus Water Treaty is not a punishment for Pakistan, it's a crime against humanity. It is the politicization of water, the criminalization of nature. What madness is this? That you would threaten the food and livelihood of millions for a grievance that lies within your own borders. And let us not forget what flows through these waters. The Indus is not just a river. It is a cradle of our civilization. Long before Delhi rose, before empires were carved and borders drawn, there stood Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. The Indus Valley civilization shared by both our peoples was one of the first lights of human progress. It birthed systems of urban planning, irrigation, agriculture, trade, communication. It did not divide, it connected. It did not conquer, it cultivated. That river, Mr. Speaker, watered both our ancestors. Its flow runs not only through our lands, but through our blood. And now India threatens to dam it with anger and a thirst for vengeance. But the Indus is not theirs to command. It belongs to nature. It belongs to the covenant of peace. It belongs to all of humanity that draws life from it. Pakistan will defend that river, not only for its own sake, but for the memory of a civilization that predates this bitterness. To weaponize the Indus is to betray our shared past. To uphold the treaty is to honor that ancient wisdom which taught us to share what sustains us. Let it be known you can divert rivers, but you cannot drown our will. Every drop that flows from the Indus has written in it the courage of Pakistani farmers, the sweat of our workers, and the blessing of Allah. Let no one mistake our restraint for weakness. The Pakistan armed forces are vigilant, resolute, and prepared. Our skies are guarded. Our borders are sealed by valor. Our nation stands united from Karachi to Khyber, from Lahore to Larkana. The sword we yield is only drawn when peace is threatened, but when drawn, it does not miss. And to the people of Pakistan, I say, this is not a time for despair. It is a time for resolve. We have faced darkness before, and we have emerged into the dawn. Our enemies hope to fracture us, but we must stand as one, civilian and soldier, worker and scholar, Muslim and non-Muslim, Sindhi, Punjabi, Baloch, Pashtun. We are Pakistan, a single heartbeat, a single cause. Mr. Speaker, history watches us now. Let us not falter. Let us remind the world that Pakistan is not a footnote in South Asia, it is its conscience. We are not the accused, we are the aggrieved. And yet, we do not seek revenge. We seek recognition. Recognition of Kashmir's right to self-determination. Recognition of our sovereignty. And recognition that peace must be earned through dignity, not dictated through fear. If India wishes to walk the path of peace, let them come with open hands, not clenched fists. Let them bring facts, not fabrication. Let us sit as neighbors and speak the truth. And if they do not, if they continue to howl in anger and march in madness, then let them remember the people of Pakistan are not made to kneel. The people of Pakistan have the resolve to fight not because we love conflict, but because we love freedom. It is better we die fighting than live under the yoke of oppression. However, this is not the destiny we seek for the heirs of the Indus Valley civilization. No matter which side of this man-made border we reside, for all the excavation, Mr. Speaker, at Mohenjo-daro, not one weapon has been found. How is it that we have departed so far from our roots that the very same Indus Valley is now the most armed region on earth? The truth is, war is not natural to us. It has been imposed on us generation after generation, not in the interest of our people, but in the interest of colonizing powers. It is up to both countries to free ourselves from the confines of conflict and pursue the path to peace and prosperity. So let India decide. Will it be dialogue or destruction? Cooperation or confrontation? History shall record not only their choice, but ours. And let that history show that Pakistan stood at the crossroads of provocation. That when Pakistan stood at the crossroads of provocation and principle, we chose principle. And in choosing it, we chose honor, peace, and victory. Pakistan, Zindabad.
चेयरमैन पीपल्स पार्टी बिलावल भुट्टो सरदारी कौमी असम्बली में इजहार ख्याल कर रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा कि पाकिस्तान का पहलगाम वाक़े से कोई ताल्लुक नहीं, पाकिस्तान दहशतगर्दी का सब